All right, so this is 4X. I don't feel like I need to explain the rules to you all.
No, you don't.
All
Although
right,
I've never played.
yes, but it's super easy. Like the game rules are super easy. Understanding what the hell you need to do is not.
Yeah.
The variants that are discussed, the as you mentioned, Alex, the issue that some people found. I think Grayson Page was the first person to mention it, and then Toby was the person that, or the first person to talk about it, and then Toby was the one that actually posted on VGG and like talked about the variant. Um, Essentially, it's similar to what's referred to as Craftman Angst in Puerto Rico, where somebody has to produce, and in Puerto Rico, somebody has to produce, but the person that produces doesn't benefit, right? So like if you
Mhm.
produce, the person after you is going to ship, and they're going to get the benefit from shipping. So why would
Yep.
I produce if you're going to get the benefit from shipping, right? But at some point, someone has to produce. So
Yep.
it's referred to as craftsman angst in the Puerto Rico world or whatever, and it's fine there. No one seems to have a huge problem with that. Puerto Rico is one of the greatest games ever made. It's one of my 5 tens. Um, and it's part of the game. Puerto Rico's an incentive game, and it's all about incentives. Um, Tom Russell has a lot of incentive games too. His games are very much about incentives and competition and just putting your fate in the hands of other players. So in this game, much like that game, you could put yourself in a position where you have to resolve a contract just to keep things moving, and resolving a contract doesn't do anything for you. It just benefits other players.
Yep.
And it could be that, you resolve a contract and then the next person now can create a contract, right? And that didn't help
Mhm.
you at all. And now the next person from there, they can't do anything, so they have to resolve a contract and then the next person. So, it's that same kind of situation of like the game could stall out because nobody wants to resolve a contract, so then they do other things. Um, and the opinion of many is that that's not fun. Uh,
Mm.
they want to play the arbitrage game. They don't want to play the incentive game. Uh, Tom Russell's fine with that. Tom Russell not only fine with that. That is the game that he designed.
Yep.
And there are other games of his that have similar concepts. Trans-Siberian Railroad, which I think is perhaps his it's if not his best game, I think like in his top three. Um, and just other games that have similar things. Um, I don't mind playing the game like that, uh, but most people don't have a good time when they
Mhm.
play the game because it's not the game they want to play. They want to play the arbitrage game. They don't want to play
Yep.
the incentive game. And I'm happy playing either game. So Toby's variant is just, I believe, when you can resolve a contract and then do another thing. Uh,
Well, no, his variant is if you resolve the contract for some other player, then you can immediately get a contract.
yeah, that's what I mean. If you resolve a
Okay.
contract, you can get a contract. And by
Get a
do another
contract.
thing, I mean get a contract.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and then yeah, that's one thing. I don't think that really fixes the problem as much as you'd think, because resolving a contract might just be like paying out dividends.
Yep.
Um, my friend Henry, who there was a while where I could only play this with my friend Henry in Seattle when we both went to Shucks, and I would play this like once a year because I was like the only group that would play this with me. Um, they created a slightly even more forgiving variant where you keep resolving contracts until you can make a contract.
Oh.
And that is usually the variant that I play with people because, particularly first-time players, because it is, I guess, the most satisfying for them.
Okay.
Um, Tom Russell's variant is the priority deal, which really doesn't help
Yep.
at all.
No,
Or not
that's
by
what I
help,
read
I
too.
mean doesn't really address the problem at all. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I don't think that anybody really plays the PD game. I'm happy to play either way. I will say that if you want to play the arbitrage game, which is what I think most people want to play, then we should play with the Toby or the modified Toby variant. And then
Oh, I'd gladly play with the modified 2B, but you shouldn't consider me. You should consider Adam because I've never played, so
I
I
think
can't
Adam and
say.
I have only ever played that variant.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've only played the one time, and it was the last time you and I played.
And I don't know how much it matters with 3 players. I don't usually play this game with 3, because obviously it plays better with, any shares game plays better with more players.
Yep. Yep.
But
Right.
we'll try it out. So yeah, let's just do that. And then you can kind of see why people would, say that they want to play this game compared to that game. It's a different game. I mean, it's just it is what it is, and I like Tom's fragile, um, quasi broken games, and I think that they are appealing for being that. And
Yeah.
a lot of the things that people complain about Tom's games are the things that I like about Tom's games.
Yeah.
But it's personal taste.
Well, you're obviously not alone because he keeps selling lots of them. So
Yeah, but not all of his games are like that, right? That some of them are really, really experimental, like this one. But he also has, things like Irish Gauge, or very, very traditional games in some sense.
He has some, yeah. Okay, so on your turn, so I can just start, or
Yep.
maybe Adam should start so that
I'd be
Alex is.
last. Yep.
Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
excused myself already for probably playing very poorly. But
Well, I'm gonna. Here's the thing. I'm definitely going to, guide you along this process
Okay.
because this is a very opaque game,
Yep.
and it'll, like rolling stock. It'll take you a while to kind of figure out, what's
Okay.
happening, and if I kind of let you know what's happening or what could happen or what not to do. Essentially, I'm just gonna, guide you so that you don't fall off the ledge.
Yeah,
Right.
because I've read somewhere that it's one of those games with a death spiral. Like if you do poorly at the start, then you might like completely crash out.
I don't know necessarily that, but it is kind of more like Age of Steam where,
Okay.
you could, yeah, I guess that's a death spiral too. It's like Age of Steam where you could just put yourself in a position where you can't win, because like you can't pay back like, the contract that you did, and
Yeah.
then you can't pay
Yeah.
back the loan, and then the game ends.
Yeah.
And
It's a
unlike
one and
Age of
then game.
Steam,
Yeah.
where it's just player elimination, if somebody goes bankrupt, the game ends for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I read that. When I read that, I said, "Oh, that's an interesting aspect to it." Like
yeah.
just
So
playing with
sometimes you want to help somebody, like,
exactly.
to
Yeah.
stop them from going
And
bankrupt.
and that I think that was part of his design, right? That you should take that into consideration the same way you should take the fact that the game will stall into consideration if you don't, just
All right. So, Adam will go first. So the first player really has zero, like, decision. Like there's zero reactionary decision, right? Like so they can do whatever they want. I have a common thing that I do as a first player. Like you can plan your own strategy, but there's no information that you can react on. So you basically, it's kind of like an Ouija board. I call this a
Mhm.
financial Ouija board, where until somebody moves it, nothing's gonna happen. And Adam's gonna be the ones that like moves it, and then I can, we kind of like have something to
react to them.
react on. Yeah.
Okay.
so how much money do I start with?
You start with 2 in each.
Oh, you did that. I didn't even notice. Okay, I'll do that believably.
All right. So 2 of each.
And Adam, you haven't played with the scripted board, right? The scripted board's pretty cool.
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my God, that's gonna make things a lot
Yep.
easier.
Okay, I'll do
It's a
that because
game changer.
Yeah. I want to. So if I want to do GBP to Canadian, it would be 2 to 4. Yeah.
Right now it is so yeah, if you
Oh
wanted
wait,
to.
no. I would want to go to. I would do GBP to Chinese yuan because that would be my 2 would turn into 8. Yeah.
That would be correct.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna start things off. Uh,
Adam,
So he
Adam
invested.
did so Adam is he's gonna do a contract, and
Okay.
he's going to, the contract is gonna be 2 British pounds
Yep.
for the current exchange rate for yuan, which would be every pound is 4 yuan, so
So
2,
he's gonna get 8.
yeah. So
Oh,
when
okay.
this contract resolves, he has to pay 2 British pounds, and he's gonna get back
Yep.
8
8
yuan.
CNY,
If he
whatever
doesn't
the
have
value of them
2
is.
British pounds, he's still gonna get the 8 yuan, but now he's
Yep.
on the hook for 3 British
Yep.
pounds the next time this goes around. If he doesn't
Okay.
have those 3 British pounds at the time that it comes back to him, he's bankrupt. That's the end of the game.
Yep. Yeah, that I think I got the rules, maybe some few details. Like for example, I was rereading and I could remember that when you invest, it's 2 different ones and things like that. But the
Mhm.
gist of it, I've got how to play it. It's a different story.
Cool. So Adam stole my move. I think I
I
might
learned
still,
from the best.
I think I might still do the same thing because it's my move.
It's a good move.
Ah, why do I keep doing that? And that is my turn.
All right. I think you forget to add 2 here, so I'll just do it. So knowing that you both invest in C and Y, should I try to value the GBP instead?
You should try to tank the value of the
So
CNY so that
Yeah,
once you get it, it's
here's
worth.
your consideration right now. If we both did these contracts, that
Yeah.
means we're both going to work together to
Yeah.
presumably
Yeah.
pump up the value of yuan
Yeah.
and tank the value of the pound.
Yeah.
Um, so you could go on board knowing that that's going to happen. You could
Yeah.
instead invest in the yuan, knowing that we're going to pump that up,
Yeah.
and you're going
I
to
was going to
benefit
say
from
that
it
invest in one.
before. Yeah, you're going to benefit from it before we do. But uh, because we have these contracts before you, we may, if we buy yuan and we tank the yuan before you can, do anything to benefit from that change. There's a lot of things that can happen. But yeah, I would
Yeah.
say at this point, it's pretty
Invest in
clear.
yuan.
It's pretty clear that we're going to pump up the yuan.
Yeah.
So investing in the yuan is not a terrible idea.
Just a question: do you have to put B here or something like that, or I picked the entire stack?
So what are you doing? Like
I
for
was
what?
thinking, should you not put the B down here in the line of
Yeah, this is
Oh,
so.
yeah, he should have a B,
Oh yeah, I should.
and
Yes, sorry.
there should, yes,
Yeah, I
it should
just
look
wanted
something
to
like
make
Yeah,
sure,
you're
like,
talking about me. I thought you were talking about yourself.
no, about myself. So I
Yeah.
just invest. So if I'm not wrong, invest means I buy 1 or 2 certificates for
Yes.
$2.
hmm
So I guess buying 2 is probably logical. So I just need to buy like this here. Oh well, I don't do that, right? I just use the.
Oh, we didn't set up the. Okay, so
So I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna
so
move
there's
the.
there's 7 of each and 8 of euros. Wow, that's the most even distribution I think I've ever seen.
Oh, is that randomized?
Yeah, so you remove 7, I think, total, and
Yep.
yeah.
So I'm not actually picking those, right? I'm just putting that on my ruler here.
You
Oh no,
are
you're taking.
picking, yeah, you
You
are
take
picking 2 shares. These are the
Okay.
shares.
Yeah, these are the shares that I'm looking at the. Okay.
You can't
That's
pick 2 to 1. You have to pick one.
Oh yes,
You
that's
have
it.
to pick different types.
Okay, so yes, so this one. What should I try? What about euro? Makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what else you get
No,
because there's
exactly.
really no information.
That's what I was
So
saying.
we're gonna pump up the yuan and we're gonna pump up the euro.
So yeah, exactly, because I picked those 2, and now to.
Now it's back to Adam.
I'm going to buy yuan, or
It's gonna
invest
be
into yuan and the US dollar.
I guess the 3-player game is really quick because
So pump up the yuan and pump up the US dollar.
Ah, gee, this thing is so easy with the.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, that's great. Oh, I love it.
All right, I will. I mean, do I?
Oh, and I need to decrement my yuan and US dollar. Boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
did the same.
Well, I mean, we're the ones that are going to benefit, so I might as well. The question is that gonna? I don't think he'll. I don't think it'll come back before you can do it. So fine. I'll do a yuan, and I think I need to a bit more. Do I go with the thing that I know that other people? It's just so even. There's really nothing to exploit with these. Let's do. Those are like together all around. Okay, let's do CAD.
All right.
I don't know why I have two of these. I should not. Oh, I think I
Oh,
have
you
all
took the
of
whole
them.
stack.
You took the stack, yeah. I was wondering where the rest was.
Okay. So it's to Alex.
My turn. So right now the situation is pretty bad if you think about it, because you've got the same number of C and Y that I do, but I don't have the contract.
This is correct.
So that wasn't such a good move I did on the first turn.
So it depends on. So yeah, it ultimately you want to benefit from the exchange.
Yeah.
Um, so you could, for example, like you're gonna get yuan and it's tough to. I mean, it's tough to say that it's a bad move. It really depends on what you plan to do with it.
Mhm.
So if you're not going to benefit from the exchange, then yeah, you shouldn't have done that. But you need to do a thing that then benefits from that. It may be that you wanted to create a contract with the yuan on the other side, and then you're going to get yuan when it's, when it's like higher, when it's low. It's really tough to say with this game.
I know. Yeah, I'll have to play once to really grasp, how
You
things
can't.
work.
So I guess the point that I'm making is, or what I should have said previously, um, yes, it's obvious that we're going to pump up the yuan. What do you want to do about it? Like if not saying like you should grab yuan because we're going to pump it up and it's going to be more valuable. It's what would you do with the fact that you know that the yuan is going to go up? It may be that you want to create a contract yourself. Maybe that you want to create a contract on the other side. It may be that you want to buy, you want to get more, you want to do something with it. Um, it's really, this game is all about exploiting information that you know, or you think you know, or speculating on
Yep.
information that you think other players are going to do, and then timing that so that you can do the thing you want to do before,
I,
in the order that you want to do it. Maybe
no, I could see that. It's just that I
maybe
can't.
you do this contract and somebody tanks it before you can actually get the value out of it, or which is generally what you want to do.
Yeah. But at the same time, I can't buy any more. You want so
You can't buy any more yuan right now. No.
um, so 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 maybe I should try to start playing with the
So
euro and get
if
some.
you could do spot transactions to get more yuan to buy more yuan, but none of us
Yeah.
have yuan, so you
No.
can't do spot transactions with any of us.
What about trying to do something about that? I'm alone in the euro, so why not make a contract for euros right now?
Okay.
Does it make sense?
I- These are really difficult questions to answer
Yeah,
because
I know,
does
I
this
know,
make sense is not really like this isn't a Euro game where I can say
I know.
like, yeah, that that's an optimal move. it 100% depends on like
Yeah.
what you plan to do long term and what you think other players are gonna do long term.
Right. So I'll try that. I'll try to put two. I say that I will give €2.
It's what makes this
And
game difficult, that like really it's 100% player dependent. It's one of the most player dependent games that I've played where it really depends on, what you do and what other players do.
I'll say that I will provide two JPY, sorry, to get euros. Let's try that. So I would get JPY.
You get €1.
Yeah, only €1. It doesn't make much sense. I should do USD to. Maybe USD to CAD would be more interesting, but you're gonna get.
Still 2-1.
It's still 2-1. Wait, CAD.
USD to Canadian.
Yeah, 2-1. And what I did is 2 ones
You
and
did
2 euros.
Japanese
Yep.
yen to euro.
Well, I'm thinking that he's gonna get CAD to go up a bit, so that could be interesting. So I'll try USD to CAD. All right. So I'll change my mind, and I'm going to do this. All right. Sorry. You can go on, I guess. Get the third contracted, not to euros, but to CAD. Okay. So it's gonna be 2-2-1.
2-4.
Exactly. That's it. My turn done.
All right. So I'll make it so that anything but the Canadian. So if I buy
Let me double check. No, there's nobody here that wants to do anything. Okay.
and when we sell these contracts, what happens?
So when you can only sell one at a time, like
Yep.
one type. So you can say, I'm going to divest from yuan. Now at that point, everyone else can choose whether they also want to divest in yuan. Right? So if you say I want to divest in yuan, I could say, okay, I am too, and then Alex can say I am too, and then yuan is going to go down equal to the number of shares that people divest. And then those shares are out of the game. You can't buy them back.
Right. Yeah. Don't want to do that.
You probably don't want to do that before you get your yuan. Yeah.
Yeah. I am gonna
But maybe,
buy.
maybe Alex wants to do that. Maybe Alex is the first one to, maybe Alex sells his yuan
The divest
to
Stadium.
to
No,
to
I'm just
tank
gonna.
to tank our, to tank our yuan before we can make this exchange.
Mhm.
So he doesn't benefit from like the exchange of the yuan, but he makes our exchange worse.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Which would be a reason to have bought the yuan, Alex.
Yep. Yep.
Like you want to do that just to hurt our contracts.
Yeah.
Like
So we're playing with the variant of if I exercise a contract, I can start a contract.
No. If there's a no contract, uh, you keep resolving until you can start a contract.
Ah, yes. All right. So I will. I'll do another contract. D. And I'm going to do yuan to yen. And I'll convert 8-4.
interesting.
Alex, you've seen this sooner than I have. With Toby's, is it that way where you can resolve at any point, even if there are contracts to be able to resolve, you can resolve a contract and create another one?
It's whenever it's full and you resolve
Yes, so
someone
it's the
else's
same way.
contract.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was my move.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I will buy at least a JPY. And what do I want to put it in? Probably one of those. It's not going to resolve until after all of those come out, so let's say a USD.
All right. Pan strengthen, US dollar strengthen.
So,
I
so
have
my
Matt
options.
Eklund talking to me in the other thing, so I need to check that.
So my options are to do what Andy suggested, either to sell the CNY, divest myself from it, or I could also buy the CAD. If I do that, I could also buy the JPY. I think I'll do that. I'm not necessarily confident about selling, so I'll buy one CAD. Oops. And one JPY. I hope it makes sense.
Okay, so Canadian
Canadian
and Japanese. There we go. All right. Do. Okay. I will do contract E. And I will do yen to yuan. And I will do 6 to 18.
Hmm. So it's gonna be Andy's.
Sorry, I need to write this real quick. It's just so you can all right, I'll have to go over that later. Talking about development things for Station Fall.
Oh yeah.
So, we just need one more. I will,
I can do the legal move of 6 to 18, right? I remember there's a cap, but I can't remember
yes,
what it
so
was.
the stronger currency, you can only exchange up to 10 of the stronger currency.
That's what it was. Got it.
Wow, so you're going really hard on yuan right now. How is So the yen is 3.5 times the yuan.
Yep,
3 times the yuan.
3 times. Yeah.
That is interesting. And D is also U. So that's
Yep.
so you're doing yuan for yen first, and then yen back to yuan.
Yeah.
The hell? Okay. We're not doing another. So I don't have enough to. Okay. Um, I need my GBP, and I need my. I only have one. All right. I'm gonna do a contract. Yuan on this side, and
How much you want?
that's that is the question right now. Depends on factors. So the USD is the strongest against this. So I guess USD. And I really have to pump up that USD. All right, so I'm gonna do that. So that would be
USD. That's
7-2.
I would get 8. Get 8. It's gonna resolve there. Yeah, so I can only do that many. So I'll do 8.
You sure you want to do 8 instead of 7?
how to calculate that way? CNY is USD is 3.5. Okay, so it's 7.
That's
Yeah.
7 for what is? I guess I want a more favorable rate, right? So one that's close to CAD. And I'll
CAD
do
looks
8.
like your only real
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do 8 for 4. Okay.
Okay. So now that you're all on track, like doing CNY and using your CNY to go, is that a good time to divest CNY for me?
Uh, if you want to on your turn sell your CNY, you would
Yeah,
tank CNY at least one.
at least one. Yeah.
So Adam and I could divest our yuan, but I don't see why we would because it's
No,
just, we haven't gotten our yuan back yet. So at
no,
minimum, what you can do right now is yes, you can tank it
you could
one,
do that at
and
least.
that would, that would make our exchange worse.
Which is
If you
also
want to
true that it's
spend a
kind of
turn on that, like, yeah.
it's very difficult for me to see, but I can see that as soon as you start going through this CNY,
Well,
I'm gonna
here's the
lose
other
money.
thing. So you could resolve, and then
I
that's
could
gonna put,
also win. That's about
we're
the
not gonna get
question
any
if
money
I
from that
resolve.
first. We're not gonna get any money
No,
from that first resolve. But then the next time, so we're gonna get all this yuan, and we have to get rid of the yuan before it, like, peters out. So you could do it when we have like just a ton of yuan that becomes worthless. Because right
Yeah,
now,
you
tanking
don't
the
have
yuan
much.
doesn't
Yeah,
really, yeah.
doesn't
But
do
I don't know.
anything. No, no, I know. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to rock the thing. So I think I'll resolve and see if that makes
I'm
sense.
not saying not selling yuan is a bad move. It may be the best move if you want to spend an action on it. That's the other thing. It's like there aren't that many. It's
Actions have
yeah.
significance one, but the way it, I need in any case, I can't make any contract like it's full,
Well, you
and
can.
it's,
So you would resolve
yeah,
the
exactly,
contract and then you
and
would
then do
create
a
a
contract.
contract.
Exactly. So I would probably want to do that if that's the reason why I
Yeah,
said I
you could
could.
do that.
Yeah, but maybe resolve. I'll do that. I'll resolve and I'll see a contract.
Okay,
So
so
the
then
resolve is this.
this is gone,
Yeah.
and then these are gonna.
So the only thing that I'm going to do is strengthen one, uh, because it doesn't pay any dividends, right?
Yeah, it doesn't pay any dividends.
But I
So
can strengthen one,
yeah, you can strengthen. No, you strengthen
any that I've got.
the currency that we have the most of, which is yuan right now. So
Yeah.
yuan does go up.
Most of does that make sense? All right.
Well, I mean
That that
that's
wasn't so good then. But in any case, let's do it. I started doing it, so
okay.
I guess I
You choose if there are two that are tied, or
yeah,
there are
yeah,
multiple things are tied,
that's good. Let's
but
go on with
that's
it.
not the case.
But in any case, I have one too, so it's not correct. My turn is done.
It's Adam.
Oh, sorry. It sounded like the discussion sort of petered out. I thought you were still thinking on
Nope,
whatever you
no.
guys were doing. No, okay. Me. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I and if I exercise A, I could then start again.
You could resolve A and create another contract. Yes.
But isn't that what I should have done? Because I could have resolved until using the rule that we have, like the variant. I
Did you
could have
not create
resolved
a
until
contract?
no, because I
Yeah,
there's
no,
no
that's absolutely what you should have done. I mean,
yeah. Okay,
so
maybe I
resolving
wasn't sure.
without creating a contract is playing the game by the regular rules.
Yeah, but we said with
But
the
yeah,
variant
we're
I could
playing
go
the
on.
variant, so yes, you
So I'll
would.
definitely
Yes,
resolve A so that it was gonna free one contract.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I
So
wasn't thinking about the variant anymore.
all right. So I owe 2 GBP. Boop
I'll
boop,
start a contract.
and I get 8 CNY. And I give the A to you. Oh, you already took it.
It's okay. Yes, because that using the variant, I finished
Right.
today.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So let me put these back.
what should I try to buy? Whew. Okay. I have this strange feeling right now that I'm doing something a bit random, but yeah, I'll learn.
I mean, I played the first, half dozen times I played this game. I felt like I was just doing random things and not really knowing why.
Jeez.
And the same thing with rolling stock, where it's like, you know, it's you kind of just have to see the market forces at play.
Uh, well, it's only a relation of a half, so that's no good. Let's do US.
And then you have to get into, you have to get into the idea of like, you can always do things that are safe, or you can do things that you know you can't pay off.
Yeah.
and really kind of overextend yourself to try to make things work.
Okay. Fateful. Just getting
It becomes a
okay.
little like 1841, where like you create companies out of companies out of companies out of companies, and really it's just keeping track of everything, and usually you don't, and you go bankrupt. That's 1841 in a nutshell, by the way.
I like this idea that somehow even Monopoly had that idea that invest, invest, and invest. And
Yeah,
how do you push your luck at some point that you're actually in a terrible hole, but are you going to be able to fill it just
I mean,
before
and
you
Ponzi
fall into
scheme
it?
is basically that game in a nutshell. I mean,
Exactly,
that's the point of
exactly.
Ponzi scheme. In in 1841, it's not hot potato. It's you are trying to ultimately run a good company. It's just you have to do all these shenanigans to get there.
Yep.
Rolling
Uh,
stock is much the same way.
do you like
1817 is much the same way. Like
do you like rolling
1817 is
stock?
ultimately a run good companies game. You just have to
Uh,
decide which company is going to be the good company.
yeah,
All right, is it to me?
I think so. I think yeah,
Uh,
No,
you're not done
no.
at it.
He exercised contract A and started contract A. If we're
Yep.
going around the table, it's me.
Oh, so
so you have not gone yet. Okay.
I thought you
No,
you played it.
no, I haven't done anything. You've just been
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
setting up this trade. And I'm gonna exercise B.
Presumably you're going to create a new contract with B.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You.
All right, so I get my 8.
Mm-hmm. Spend 2 GBP, get 8 CNY. And I will spend CNY into USD. Or actually, no. I should go to. I'll go to CHF. 18 CNY, and I'll get 9 CHF. Now it is your turn, Andy.
So I think it'll. This game is easier with 3 players. Okay. I'm gonna buy a CNY and a CHF.
All right, so CNY and CHF go up.
Um, oh, I always forget that bit. Son of a bitch. That's. I always forget the fact that I'm gonna do that. All right.
So did you pay for your 2?
Yeah. Anytime I make. Yeah, I always. Yeah, I need to remember that. All right. That's my turn.
It's your turn. So I guess my should be to trigger the USD to CAD. So my contract. Uh,
You could, or you could also sell your yuan right now,
yes, I know. That's what I was also contemplating.
and
And
or
for
you could buy a yuan, and then we can sell 4 yuan,
I cannot.
because
I don't have any yuan currency, so I can't buy.
oh yeah, that's right. But you could sell your yuan, and
Yeah,
then we can sell 3 yuan, and there's only one player that cares about
yeah.
you know.
I'll sell. I'll sell. I'll try to see what it
I
does
kind of
anyway.
don't care anymore.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I've got my contract set up. Like that value is not going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's right. I'll sell the CNY.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Did you put it back on the stack?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it's true. It's
Yeah.
it's gone. Like, all right, here.
But you don't have
Yeah.
enough. Where are you getting all your yuan from, Adam?
What?
So your contract is B.
Yeah. I'm executing D, which
So you're
gives
gonna
me, which
do
takes
E
8 to
first. Yeah,
4
you're gonna do D
GPY.
first. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. I got it. You're doing E
Yeah.
first, and then you're doing. Okay.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'll sell my CNY as well.
So right now it's just giving me 2 currency CNY, right? Or how much? What does it give me?
yeah, the one thing that I always forget is that I get those 2 yuan. I get the yuan back when I sell. So really, this should have been for 10, not for 8,
Mhm.
and I always forget that. All right, did you still want to do that, Alex?
I don't know. I did it, so it's just
Okay.
so yes. So I'm getting back 2 yuans. Is that it?
You're getting back 2 per share, yeah. So I'm getting back 4.
So
I just got my 2.
all right.
And then the
You
yuan tanks.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. I'm going to buy 2. Or I'm going to buy a CHF. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Always forget that.
And and a Canadian. So Canadian goes up. Boom. CHF goes up. Boom.
Okay.
Oh,
C is that. Okay.
290.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Um, this isn't even a thing. I guess I'll resolve. Oh, I should have paid my 2 GBP when I got my yuan. Mm. All right. I think that's as low as it's gonna go. What else would I get? Probably nothing. Nothing until F. F is gonna give me that much. And it definitely does happen before. So it's gonna go around at least one more time. I should get a contract before then. All right, I'm gonna resolve C.
Okay. So I pay 2 USD. It's gonna give me 4 CAD. All right. So it's resolved.
And then I'm
So
going to
all the currencies are kind of just like equal value right
Yeah, because we've been buying. Um, I am going to definitely put yuan on this side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
And I'm gonna put CAD on that side,
Right?
and I'm gonna get 6.
Yeah, if you count your contract, yeah. And that'll give you 20.
6 or 8. Do I want to go?
If you
Probably.
made it yen, it'd be 24.
No, I definitely
If you made
want
it,
CAD.
if you made it CHF or USD, it'd be
So
30.
the question is, I want to do CAD. The question is, do I want to do 6 or 8? Um,
Can you
and
do
that,
8?
and I can do as many as I want. Question is
Right, but
whether I can do whatever contract I want. If I can't afford the contract, then I'm in trouble.
right.
But
I'm just saying, like, I don't see how you can do 8. I mean, go for it. I don't mind if you overextend yourself, but
okay, so 8 would be how many yuan?
8 Canadian
Into
into
3.5,
yuan would be three and a
28.
half. So it's 4 times 7 would be 28.
Do you round up when it's a half?
What What do you mean? Does it round up
It
when it's a
rounds
half?
down when yeah, so no, never mind. I know.
Oh, so it would be 3 per because it's at a half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
Well,
Don't
I
do
don't
that.
know. I'm asking. I don't.
I have no. I have to imagine you have to do the whole sum together,
Okay. So it would be 3.5 times 8.
which would be 28.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like my numbers are so low compared to your earlier.
Okay. So that is me.
Okay, so I have a question.
Hmm.
I think I made a mistake here. It's my fault. I put USD. I think I wanted to put CHF. Doesn't make sense because I lost all my USD. And so, is there any way for me to get USD
Sure, you can do
before?
a spot transaction with one of us, except we don't have
Okay,
USD, so the answer is no.
okay, so
So,
you don't have
if uh, what is so you can't get USD before this contract resolves?
It's here. It's fourth. Like one, two, three,
Yep,
four,
you don't have
fifth
a
contract.
USD thing, so
I don't have
yeah,
a
that's
USD
a
thing.
problem. So if when this contract resolves, you're gonna get your 4 CAD, but
Yep,
you're gonna
it's
need
gonna
to
have to
get
three.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 USD, and if you can't resolve it, then it's a problem.
No. Okay, so what could I do to get USD? Get out of the loan. I would have to get. So there's 1.5 USD. Is pretty high.
The answer is you have to do a spot transaction with one of us, and it's gonna be at the current exchange rate, but it's gonna be not favorable because I'm probably gonna ask for something that I know that is gonna tank. But
Well, I'll just go with the loan anyway. So I'll try to correct it by resolving D.
Okay,
okay,
resolving D. That's mine.
Yeah, and
Goes
I'll
to you.
yeah.
D is 8 yuan for 4 Japanese yen. So 2 yuan left, and I get 4 yen. Oop. All
So
right.
So what I'll do is that I'll use D to try to acquire some USD. So I'll pay 2 CHF to USD. How much? What's
All
the
right,
exchange
but you understand that that's gonna happen
after?
after, yeah.
But
So
but I need to set up for
yeah,
for
but you still need more USD. Like,
I know.
yeah.
I'll have to take 2 contracts just to get the USD, but there's no other way, right? So,
I mean, there is a way. Like I said, two of us
well,
are gonna
There's
get two
actually
USD,
yeah.
right.
and
Some
maybe I don't want my USD. Maybe I want something that you have that I'm willing to, you know,
All right.
work
So I'll wait
towards.
for you to have yes. But you all set it up in some way that you need all of your USD, no?
Don't have a USD contract.
But it's only when it yeah. How would you get? Are you gonna get USD at all? Well, I'll see. Or
I
otherwise,
have
it's
a
gonna be game.
USD share, so I'm gonna get
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
USD
To you
during the
whenever
next
the dividend
dividends.
happens. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that this way. So what I'll do in this case is, um, I wanted to get more. What can I get? I'll use my CAD. So I'm gonna get 8 CAD, right? At that point. So I'll pay CAD.
Huh.
No, is that a good idea?
No, I'm just looking at the when when we resolve the stock market, I get two of them my shares.
So if I go, so wait, CAD to CNY is 3.5. So I'll get 7 for each CAD, right? So what if I go 4, for example? I have
Um,
no idea if it's a good
don't
idea. Oh,
don't the stop.
oh,
Hey,
I, I,
stop.
I, I, I messed the wrong one. You're right. Sorry. So it's here. So if I go
Right.
4,
I
What
think this
this
was
was
one
eight.
I
I
have
think
no
it was
idea.
eight.
It was 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 8. Yeah. Okay. So CAD to so I do 4. It means that's 21. Is that it?
What are you exchanging to?
CAD to CNY.
CAD
Uh,
to CNY?
would be 3.5 times 4.
Yeah, that's
Sorry. Yes. So I
14.
was thinking. I was thinking about. I put it this way. So that's fine. Okay. Guess it's your turn.
Do. Hmm.
Are either or both of you interested in Station Fall tomorrow?
Yep.
I I have to check with another game group, but I may be free. But if I am, yes.
How long does it take, Eddie?
It,
What, like an
it
hour and a half?
No, it depends, but it's usually, 2-ish hours. It
2-ish.
depends
Okay.
on a lot of factors. It depend like
That's
there's
fair.
the Station Fall is a game that you cannot predict anything. So,
Mhm.
but the games that I've been playing have been taking 2-ish hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 2 shares. I'm gonna buy a CNY and a euro.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, euro. Boop. All right, me.
Man, there is not a lot of love for Agricola in this game-specific poll.
Are you sure? I think that the one you
The
keep
ones to
that you
keep.
vote for.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
There's in my opinion too much love for Agricola.
Okay, so it's the reverse, yeah.
What poll?
Meaning that there's way too much love for Mombasa. It's a poll to see. This guy wants to know which games he should call.
Yeah. I voted for what I voted for.
Holy shit! My regular group that does async 18xx. I know async is terrible, but um, we're almost done with the first stock round, and I started the QLL, and it's going to be completely sold out before we hit the first OR.
How many players? A lot, right?
Seems I priced it appropriately.
A lot of players in that game, or
4.
not that many? Is not a lot else starting?
It's just that because the person who has a CPR is using it as a suitcase right now, and people were stupid in how much they
Explain
paid
to
for the
me
privates.
the benefit of suitcasing your first company.
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea why. Why?
All right, you played it more than me, so I was just wondering if there was something that I'm not seeing.
I am
Whose
completely
turn is it?
unaware of any benefit there is to this whatsoever. So we'll see what happens with that.
Whose turn?
I think.
Suitcasing the CPR because the private, as soon as the CPR buys a train, the private goes away.
Oh, the CPR is the B&O?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, then that's that's a thing. If they
Yeah.
got the CPR for cheap, especially, that's a thing.
Decently cheap. Yeah.
All right, so whose turn is it in this game?
That's a good question.
I bought the 2 shares, the CNY and the Euro, and then it was
It's to
Andy.
me.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay. I will buy. Hmm. So F is me. This is dumb. I really should have done more CNY. Like a lot more.
Is every game like often like going like this in the sense that you take the stronger one and exchange it for the lowest one, and then because that'll make sense. Like if I'd be starting the game all over again, like you get a lot of CNY and you manipulate it and then you change it. But
I mean, it's an approach that I do, but it's not necessarily the only approach. Again, this game is very meta. Uh, so
Yeah, I did not take approach like this at all in the last game. I'm trying something different this time.
okay,
so I'm gonna buy a yuan and a euro. I'm also buying a lot more shares than I usually do because I'm trying something different as well.
okay, so you're done.
Yeah, I really should have, like, I could have done so much more yuan for CAD here. Okay.
So what I'll do is that I'll buy one more CAD. So I was gonna go like, sorry, I put 6, but I should put 2. And after that, so I should increase CAD. I guess it's here, strengthen CAD, and then I will buy one CHF. There you go. Then CHF also gets strengthened.
Oh, no.
It's your turn, Adam.
All right.
I'm very slowly starting to grasp a few things, but it's already too late, of course. But
I'm going to execute E, and I'm just going to keep it because it's mine.
in the version of Toby's variant, you couldn't do that, right? Because the way it works is that if it's only if you execute the contract of someone else that you can. It doesn't matter. I mean, the way we play is fine.
I'm not actually familiar with Toby's variant, and so much as I haven't actually played with it since the game came out, like, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. So the idea is that if you execute is variant, if you execute someone else's contract, then you get to do one contract. but not if you execute yours. That's your entire action.
Mhm.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm kind of in the position of there's not much else I can do.
No, yeah, we'll keep playing what we're playing.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes, yes. That's the variant we chose at the start. I'm just saying, like,
So am I able to
This
start a
is
contract for my
super extra
own?
forgiving, but like we have a first time player, so you know.
Mhm.
All right. And what am I gonna do? So I've got these coming up, and these gonna take the 18 to 9. So I will take the 9 CHF, and I will get. The hell's under that? Canadian.
CAD.
Hmm. CHF will give me.
Look at that. Canadian dollar is on par with the British pound.
I can go CNY. Yeah, seems good. Give me 45. No, that's way too high because, well, no, I'll just go yen. 9 to 18. No, I want to keep the crazy conversion going.
They're having a party at the Ion Game Design office on Friday, and they keep talking about it, and it's making me sad. I told them they should buy a telepresence robot. It's only like $4,000, and I can be there just like walking around.
So even a company like Eon, I mean, can definitely, as you know, the way you're describing it, it's making quite enough money to sustain a lot of employees. I'm thinking of that because Eon is still selling games that are a bit niche compared to I don't know, Asmodee or things like that.
Um, I'm not gonna divulge the finances of the company,
No,
but
no, that's not
yeah,
what I'm talking about.
the it's companies, independent, and I know this from working at other startups, like, independent, like, startup companies, because Ion is not really that old. Uh, they get creative with their finances and the way that they hire people to make things work. Any small
Okay.
business does. So,
It's good to see. I mean, I'm so glad that a company creates like such because I wonder how
all right,
much time
did you
goes
go,
into
Adam?
dev.
I
Yeah,
did,
it's my
yes.
turn.
My turn.
Yes.
So I will probably resolve.
Yeah. F.
There isn't a lot else I could do. All right, so I'll resolve. And sure, I guess I keep it.
Resolving F, keeping F.
What is the CHF currency?
Swiss.
Oh, it's
Swiss
Swiss
franc.
franc. Oh, okay. So you're done, Andy?
Well, I'm done with my resolving. I have to decide what I'm gonna do as a contract.
Ah, okay.
Adam is getting 45 yuan. Adam, why are you on my ass the entire game? Why are you buying yuan back? Yuan is worthless.
Now, see what happens.
I'm supposed to get all the yuan. Okay. I don't know. I think that I wanted to. I have to remember my own plans too. Wait, there's a reason why I did something, and I wanted to make sure I could do a thing before that happened. That is a concern right now. Right, that I have that many. Well, I definitely, so I get that many, so I can't do that right now. Um, I have that many. Okay. Um, what is it at? 20, 28. Well, what can I do with that now? It would have to be something that's more evenly divisible. Let me see. So, 7. Okay. Well, it's not great now. I don't know that it's gonna get better. Probably is great now. I mean, it's gonna go up what? A little more? Uh, what is the most currency right now? It looks like it's CAD.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do. This is so not good. Why am I? No, I'm not gonna do that. But then I can't trust Adam for that either. This is dumb. All right. I'm gonna get rid of all of that there. Uh, that's gonna go up, but I'm not gonna benefit from that. Okay. Uh, it's just Adam is dumb. Is all I want to say.
What?
So I need to, but I'm getting rid of that though, so I can't. Nothing's happening with the euro here.
Nope, nothing happening with the euro.
Okay. Ugh. All right, not what I wanted, but fine. Now when does that? That's before the next. And then that's 7, I think. Yeah.
Alright.
But nobody
Turn.
has that. I mean, I really should put it in CAD, but I'm getting out of CAD. Um, and they're, you know what, francs. It should be in francs. It should be in francs, but then it's not going to be an even exchange. But that's really what's going to be. That's really where the things are going to happen, I think. So let's do francs, even though it's not a great exchange there. What is it? That's 5.6. So would I get 5 there?
And you on to Honks.
No, I want to do, what I want to do is, I want to do 25. 25 yuan.
25 yuan would give you 5 phone.
And once again, I am left with more yuan than I want. But 2 yuan isn't terrible, I guess. All right, so
Buy
that's my
a
turn.
contract.
Right. I'll invest in CAD. And I'll invest in GBP.
I think Alex just likes seeing the Canadian dollar mean something to somebody.
I guess so.
This is
I
like a
guess that's
fantasy game for him.
Strengthened CAD and strengthened GBP.
He's just sitting at the dinner
We're
table,
playing.
carving Canadian dollars out of a
We're
pile of
playing.
mashed
We're playing an
potatoes.
economic game. Alex is playing a fantasy game,
Well,
like a fantasy RPG.
we'll see. It's starting to be a little bored something. Yeah.
All right, you're good.
That's
All right,
good anyway.
I'm gonna
Make it
execute.
happen. Cool.
Yep.
So I get 1, 2 euros,
2 euro,
2 Swiss,
2 1,
USD.
2 CAD, 2 USD, 2 Swiss franc.
So I get 6 CAD. So it's 2 per, right? It's very simple.
You get
Is
2
that it?
per, yes.
Oh. 2 euros.
Then I just keep executing until I get a contract.
GPY.
So that's going to be A.
GBP. Of course, the only thing I really need, I didn't get. So you do 8. So now I can't pay it. I'm gonna get 4 CAD,
Mm-hmm.
and this increases to 3.
Yes.
Is that it?
This increases to 3, and then. Sorry, yeah,
3.
you already did it. And then this goes
And
away, and you get it.
0, yeah. And I get 4 CAD.
And A goes to the back of the line, and then I execute B
Yes.
because he keeps A.
Yes.
So then I'm executing B, which is mine. B will go to the back of the line, stay with me, and it is currently set to 18 yuan to 9 CHF. Go down to 2 yuan, and I get 9 CHF. Goes up to 11. Here. I should leave the yuan there because I'm going to have a boatload of yuan. And so.
Oh wait, shouldn't we have strengthened
The CAD,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, the
CAD
CAD.
should have been strengthened.
Okay.
The script is really helpful here. Wow, I can't even wonder how much.
When I play this live, I use the web app that Heiko
Oh.
Gunther made.
Okay.
The only time actually I've used the currency board was when I played this on TTS with Adam and Chad previously. But
Okay.
even then, like I wanted to use the tablet, but the tablet that's in TTS that you can use the web app for. But no, the script is definitely essential.
I think it's to the point where I definitely would like to play again, but I don't think I would buy the game. But
You can just, I mean, you can buy the game or you can
buy
PMP the game
PMP, yeah.
and use but I highly recommend using the web app.
Yeah.
Um,
So the web app is going to be basically the currency board. So
Yep.
you basically
not only
print
is
all
it the
PMP
currency
on that
board, but it also has a graph showing you the historical currencies compared to each other, which is really helpful.
Okay, so see, the PNP becomes even more interesting because I don't like to PNP boards. I know I can, there's all sorts of ways to create a board, but I'm not very good at do it yourself. But if you don't need the board, just print the cards. Then
Yeah, I just use my iPad.
same.
All right, there we go. I set up contract B to be 42 yuan to 12 yen.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I timed this just right. I'm going to sell my CAD and get 2. Y'all can sell your CAD if you want.
Nope.
CAD. I did that. It would drop 2. How much CAD did you have?
I had 1. So
If
it's
I
going
did,
to
it
drop
would go
1
down.
at least.
It's gonna drop 1 at least, and if it drops another one, well, it would certainly hurt Mr. Canada over there.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to learn the ropes. If you want to do it, like, doesn't matter if it hurts me. Actually, I'm probably gonna kill
Well,
the game.
if you get rid of your CAD, it's not going to matter. If you keep your CAD and you have 3 CAD, so you're going to get 6 during the next dividends.
Yeah.
But if you've already committed your CAD, which
I've committed my CAD.
you committed 4 of it,
Yeah.
and
I've not committed
but
my
you have
CAD on.
10, so
Yeah, I'm gonna sell mine as well.
Yeah.
right, so that's 1, 2.
Yeah, 1, 2.
We can't live in a universe where the Canadian dollar is actually worth something.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be. That's just the worst.
It's dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Hysteria. All right, so that was my turn. Was just selling my CAD. So it's to Alex.
What a bad thing. What a bad thing. Terrible mistake. All right, what am I going to do now? So C is going to be D.
I love that the stock market cards are Worley and Co. That's fantastic.
He did the
Yeah, I
graphic
know
design.
he did all the art for this. It's just I didn't. I mean, it's just I love that.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. So, um,
This is
gonna
actually the
invest.
one Cole Worley game that I don't own yet because it's technically not a Cole Worley game.
What's your favorite Cold Whirly game?
My favorite, probably Oath. I've played it the most,
Oh,
certainly.
you've played Oath? Ah,
Oh
very
yeah,
good.
I've played a lot of variations and versions of Oath.
I've
So,
played I've played Oath 18 times, and it is not at all like what Oath is now. So I can't say that I've played it. I played Oath 18 times and not at all. Like,
That's so true. Oh my god. The last time you played the game doesn't even bear a resemblance to that game.
yeah.
but what do you think? Do you think the development? Because I bought the game like long ago, but is the development going on in the right direction? Because that's
Well,
Oh
actually
yeah, no, the
it's pretty
development
much done. Like they're
yeah,
submitting
the
it to the
development
factory in like 2 weeks. So
Oh, they already sent the one set of files. They're just wrapping up the bot for solo and low player count play now. But yeah, the development definitely went in the right direction.
okay. Because I know at some point, like I've heard people complaining that the combat was
Yes,
super
the combat was always a problem, and that was literally the last thing he
I
changed.
love how I told him this in January, and I'm like, you need to simplify the combat. The combat's too, and I would like do video like I would record videos of people trying to figure out combat. It's like the combat's too complicated. You need to fix the combat. You need
No,
to simplify the
it wasn't
combat.
even that it needed to be simplified. It just needed to be more meaningful because it
Yeah.
was always just like, okay, either I'm definitely going to win this because there's no possible mathematical way I can lose this, or okay, I'm doing this because it's a Hail Mary, and if I get it, it's going to be glorious, but I don't expect it to happen, and then it wouldn't happen. So combat was just a thing that it was like a little mini game that didn't need to be there. And now it's actually impactful and meaningful, and it thematically ties in better, and it cleaned
Alex,
up the cards
did you do
so
your thing?
much.
Yeah, I'm done.
So it's
Oh yeah,
that.
so he really was able to fix combat. Like I was really worried at some point. Said this is not gonna work with my group.
I mean, it
This
was
is
never a bad game. Like it
no.
was, it's just I thought that was, but I was kind of hammering on him for months that, and he was like, no, combat is the one. He literally said combat is the one element of this game that I think is like set. Like I'm happy with the combat. The combat is the one element that's not changing, and he wasn't wrong. It didn't change for, 6 more months,
Right.
and then he changed it. So I'm like, I feel vindicated now.
Everyone should, because everyone kept saying, yeah, combat is the one thing that, like, all right, I'm gonna buy a CNY and a Swiss franc.
I'm gonna make so right now the PMP is at 1.5. I'm gonna see if I can revert to like if I still have the files on my computer. I probably do. It's kind of a pain in the ass because like I had 1.4 and then I turned it into 1.5 and I want to go back to 1.4 because that's a stupid broken game, but I liked it. So I kind of just
Yeah, it
want,
was
like,
pretty
I'm gonna get
glorious.
the actual game, but I want to have like a 1.4 version of the game, just with,
And
all of
does it
the, yeah.
does it work well? This all this this the way that a game leads into another game with changes to the deck and things like that. Is that really like because it's definitely original, but
It
is that
definitely changes what you're gonna be seeing and how you're gonna be
So
encountering,
it's
and
back to
it
me.
does build up. Yes, it is to you, and it does build up legacies and dynasties. There's a guy in the playtest group, Dio, who somehow he won like 18 games in a row, and it just became this
really?
legendary thing. And yeah, it definitely shaped their games because it's very impactful having things stay behind.
How can you win 18 times? It doesn't start making any
Because he's
sense.
really good at playing Chancellor.
Yeah. Okay. So does Chancellor win much more often? I guess I
No,
probably should know.
no, it's just he was really good at being Chancellor.
Well,
Now, of course, this was across a couple versions of the game, so it's changed a bit from that. But yeah, no, you'll get it, you'll experience it.
mhm.
It's very interesting.
All right, good. Because I like his games too, but I haven't tried some of his older ones, like the Famous Traffic or John Company.
Well, John Company is just basically Monopoly.
Mm. But there's going to be a
Valid,
new edition.
accurate. I mean, it's basically like I'm surprised that there hasn't been a court order yet. All right, so yeah, we should get back to this 'cause somebody technically wants to watch this. So let's figure out what I'm doing here with what.
I think you should buy some cat. So we're not really ever
No, my
trading
CAD's
between.
gone. I mean, I guess I can resolve. I thought that I was not gonna. I thought people were gonna resolve this for me, so I actually could have held off and created a contact before that happened because I was just afraid that I wasn't gonna have my 8 CAD to turn into 28 CNY. Do I want more? Yeah, I guess I want more Swiss franc.
Yes, was wrong.
Okay, I'll buy a Swiss franc. And why did you take the other yuan?
Because I'm doing everything to piss you off, not
You
on
are
purpose
doing
though.
everything to piss me off. You're 100% doing that.
So you are going to buy the cat.
No.
Uh, you two are doing exactly the country that I'm. Why not? I guess it's probably a good idea.
Ugh. Um, I guess I'm buying a yen.
Oh, okay. So yen is increasing.
So Swiss franc and the yen increase. Did you
Okay,
already do
no.
the Swiss franc?
No, I did not. I will.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that. CNY cannot pay dividends. So it's my turn. I got investing doesn't make any sense anymore. So I think the only thing I can do is either divest or resolve. Uh, I guess I'll resolve C. So C is who is it? It's you, Andy.
It's to me. Oh, to resolve. So sure. I'll put this back, and I will get.
Pay 8 CAD, get 28 yuan.
So
Oop. Oop.
so I could have done 30 here and gotten 6 Swiss franc. I keep screwing this up.
Okay, so I'll use the C, the contract C. So I'll get here to buy GPY using CAD. So I'll use how much? Wait, let me check. I have A, D. So I need 4 CAD here. So I can
No, no,
use
no.
6.
You're on C. You're on the C line, not the D line.
Oh no, I'm looking at. I have the contract D, which uses 4 of my CAD. That's what I was looking at.
Gotcha.
And it's gonna resolve next, so I can't. I can only use 6. That's what I was looking for. Oh, oops, sorry. Again, I'm going in the wrong direction. So that's where we go. So I'm using 6 CAD, and it's gonna give me how many JPY? Let me check. CAD to JPY, so it's F. So it's gonna be 3, right?
3.
All right, it's my turn.
All right. I will resolve D.
Okay, so I'm paying 4 CAD um, to get 14 yuan. So I'll get 14 yuan. So I get to 16.
That sounds like a good plan.
I guess so. Was
Why?
planned so long
I'm not
ago.
sure why. I'm not sure why you did that, but
I wanted numbers. I thought I was looking at what Adam was doing. He kept trading with the CNY in order to get like 14 and 28 and use it. Like now it's bad, but it's been a while. I set up this thing like half an hour ago.
Um,
you can't trust the Chinese. They're always manipulating their currency according to our president, who clearly is the world's foremost expert in everything.
GPY to CHF. Interesting. I was going into JPY, now you're selling it to get CHF.
there we go. So yeah, 12 yen to 6 Swiss franc.
All right.
All right, it's back to me.
Yep.
I think that I will resolve to get rid of this yuan that unfortunately I should have put here, but now have 5 yuan that I need to get rid of. Because I think that No good things are happening. So I would have 32, but there's no real good exchange for that. I guess there is. I can get, oh no, I already have 25. So I would actually be 7. And there's definitely no good exchange for that. So I guess I get 1 yen out of it? Why can't I have 8? Ugh, it's so lame. Okay, fine. I'll resolve E and then create a contract.
Right, so E was mine, and it's 9 Swiss franc for 45 yuan.
And the yuan is definitely not paying out because there is
No.
nothing that can pump that
Perfect.
back up.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't have any.
Which means that I'm not getting any more yuan, so I can't get. I only have the 5. Or the 7, I don't have 9. If I had 9, I could get at least 1 Swiss franc out of it. Okay. I guess I'm just doing the 5 then. Which is a waste. And yen on the other side. That's a sad contract right there.
That is a sad contract. So F goes to the back of the.
No, that was E. That was E.
Okay. So you know. So okay, F is the one here. All right. So what if I resolve? Who's got F? It's you. That happens. Get your CNY out to get CHF. It's like I feel like I have absolutely nothing intelligent to do. But I gotta resolve it because I need to do something about that. Okay, so I'll resolve F.
If he's resolving F, Andy, that's yours.
Okay, so that's 25 yuan gone and 5 Swiss franc.
Right. And with that, I'm gonna go and I'll get to get rid of the CNY. It's the best. But what can I get for it? GPY, I guess, would be 3? No, wait. Yeah, I think so. Right, so I would get 3 GPI if I do this. I could do 15. Oh, same thing again.
15 yuan to get what?
I would like to get GPY.
15, we give you 3
Yeah.
yen.
3 yens. So. Oh, why did I mistakenly took it away from here? So I just it's just a promise. So I'll do that 15.
And you want to do 2.
Yeah, to GPY. All right, it's gonna be 3. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna do something else, but I got to do this. I'm gonna gonna do these contracts.
I just
Which
want to
mean-
say that if you resolve A, right, the game is over.
That's what I'm doing. I'm resolving.
Okay.
So first, everybody gets 2 shares except for CNY because CNY is in the red. And this
What
goes
did you
over
need?
here.
You needed,
Yeah, I needed
One-
3 USD.
and how many USD do you have?
0.
So why do you have
And then-
0 USD?
And
It's
then
a mistake
A
I made.
is-
I wanted to put CHF and I put the USD thing. So
Yeah, but you were getting 2 from something, weren't you?
no, that's the thing. I made a transaction for 2 USD to something else, right?
Wow.
And then I wanted to do 2 CHF to something else, but I put the USD. Been a while.
Because
Alright.
I would have let you borrow two
Yeah,
of
I
this
know,
USD.
but I don't think he wants. And even if you give me 2 for something, right? He will not do it because I think he's doing this because he knows he wins. If the
Well,
game ends
no,
now.
obviously Adam isn't going to give you money, but I'm saying if you had 2 USD like you should have, I would have given you one USD.
But I don't
But
have any.
and I even told you like I was going to give you the money. Like
Yeah.
I said it, Alex.
I said, but I have none. So there's no way I could,
Okay,
I
fine.
can't get to
So-
3. That's the thing.
A has come due.
Okay, so you cannot resolve
No, I
that
cannot pay the
contract, so that's the end of the game.
All right, so now we need to convert our money.
I'll-
Do we
I'll
convert our
come-
shares one more time, or is this just it?
I don't know. I don't have the rule book on me. It's is it here?
It's right at the top. Should be probably page 8.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
On page 7. Game end. Any player goes bankrupt or there's no items left in the contract queue. At the end of the game, players will determine which of the 7 currencies is the strongest, checking the following priorities. For each currency,
So we
count the
don't
number
do
of
any.
currency.
So the bankruptcy means we just immediately we don't cash in one more time. We just immediately get what we have.
Yep.
Okay.
Presumably, that's what you just read. Because it didn't say anything for bankruptcy. It just says if a bankruptcy happens, the game ends.
Note that if a player goes bankrupt, any remaining items in the contract queue do not get resolved.
Yep.
Yes. So then at the end of the game, players will determine which of the 7 currencies is the strongest, checking the following priorities in order. For each currency, count the number of currency pairs for which it is the strongest currency. If any currency's total is higher than any other currencies, it is the strongest. What the fuck does that mean?
For each currency, count the number of.
A pair is the number of times, like for example, that one of them is going to be the strongest in the pair. So if you take a look at CHF, for example, it's strongest with USD, strongest with Euro, strongest with CAD, strongest with. See, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's 6. That's the one.
Yeah,
Swiss
the
franc
CHF
is-
is definitely the one.
Yeah. Okay. Then all players convert all of their monies directly to the strongest currency. Do this one currency at a time and round any fraction resulting in each conversion down. The player with the most money wins. So my CNY is going to give me 8. So that'll give me 40, which is 5, 5, 5.
The strongest currency is Swiss.
Yeah,
Yep.
Swiss franc.
Okay, so then,
We have 4 Canadian, which gives me 1 Swiss franc. 4 euro, which gives me 2 Swiss franc. 4 US dollar, which gives me 2 Swiss franc.
I can't win, but I'm still converting just to see what happens. To HF.
yeah, I mean Adam just crushed it because the game ended before I can do my things.
Yeah,
Oh.
So I have 7 and change.
I have 14.
Alex.
Yep.
Come on. I
My
told you
calculation.
I told you I was gonna, float you some cash, float you some dollary dues. All you had to do was literally, come up with $1, one
I
US
couldn't.
dollar.
I could not.
You could
Yes.
have. You absolutely could have.
Okay, tell me how. Tell me how I could have made $1.
If you had bought, if you had done anything really so if you had created a contract
Yeah,
before this came up again, and you could have, to
I no,
get
I could
even
not.
one, yes, you could have. You're telling me that at no point you could have gotten any dollars, even with
Yeah,
contracts, because after you found out that you weren't going to be able to complete this
yeah.
contract.
Well, it went at the end, right? That's when I found out. That's the reason why I said this. I said at some point when I noticed I made this thing, right? It's when A came and then we said like it's going in the back. So there's nothing I can do. Like I cannot insert any USD transaction before A comes back again. See, that's what made it.
No, this if okay, so the time that you found out you couldn't make the contract wasn't when the
Is when
contract
it
was
fell.
due. No,
You
this is
think?
this is not true. The time that you
Okay,
found
let's. I
out,
remember. I remember what happened. It's just that at that point I said like, what can I do? So I said I could try to find a way because at that point like everything was at zero. Like,
because when the
yeah,
contract is due
yeah,
and you can't get, yes, you're right. When the contract is due, there's nothing you can do. But you
exactly.
knew about it way before the contract was due.
Yeah, but what you told me at that time is the best thing to get out of it because I could have tried to make. I would have needed two micro transactions because everything here was at like 2 or 0 at that point. And so I said I can't even get $3 with one transaction, and US
But you
dollar
don't
was even
need three
stronger.
US dollars. You only needed one. I
I
told
needed
you that I
one,
was going to give you $2.
but I thought you would. I thought I could have negotiated the three between you two, right? Either that you
That
would
is
have
a
bought.
very optimistic perspective there.
I guess so.
You thought you were
How
going to
much
get
did you
three
get at
bucks from
BC
the
at that
two
point?
of us, that we were both going to help you survive.
Well, it's a negotiation, right? At some point, I thought you two would
Okay.
have liked the game to go on a bit. So
Well, clearly not.
yeah, at
All
some
right.
point I
Well,
knew
that
that.
was 4x.
Yeah,